It's the battle of the wedding parties as the ladies duke it out with the guys. Welcome to MsMojo, and in this installment of Versus, we're pitting 2011's breakout hit Bridesmaids against 2009's blockbuster comedy The Hangover. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this video, we're looking at a variety of cinematic elements that make both of these laugh riots memorable, deciding which one has the edge in each category to see which one catches the bouquet.
Please stop. Please stop. I believe you. You're not drunk.
Round 1. Premise.
We lost Doug.
The Hangover famously follows three guys who, after a night of drinks, discover that their friend Doug is nowhere to be found. To make matters worse, his wedding is just around the corner.
We're getting married in 5 hours.
Yeah. That's not gonna happen.
The men are tasked with figuring out exactly what caused the insane scene they wake up to, including a missing tooth and the unexplained presence of a tiger, a chicken, and a baby in their hotel room.
Whose f***ing baby is that?
This sends them on a series of hilarious misadventures through Las Vegas to find the groom before time runs out.
We are getting Doug back! And we're the three best friends that anybody could have.
What is that?
I got engaged.
What?
Bridesmaids, on the other hand, takes a bit more of a concentrated approach to storytelling, focusing on Annie, a 30-something woman struggling with an identity crisis, at the same time she becomes her best friend Lillian's maid of honor. Juggling these responsibilities with her personal problems proves difficult, particularly when her friendship with Lillian is threatened by newcomer Helen.
Oh, hi, I'm Helen. Oh, you live in Milwaukee? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, have you met Lillian? Oh, she's my best friend. Oh, yeah, I know.
Though there's no doubt that Bridesmaids has enough laughs and character moments to rise above an admittedly basic plot, there's no doubt that the zany, high-octane premise of The Hangover would make for a much better elevator pitch.
We're going up, guys.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Winner, The Hangover. Bridesmaids 0, The Hangover 1. Round 2, Writing.
You mind putting on some pants? I find it a little weird I have to ask twice.
The Hangover was written by John Lucas and Scott Moore, the same minds behind Bad Moms. The pair would leave the trilogy after the initial installment, which may be to blame for the lukewarm reaction to its successors. Nevertheless, the movie has a whiplash pace, and never lets up on the comedy. In fact, the co-writers earned a Writers Guild of America nomination for their work on the screenplay.
Not funny.
In the other corner,
Help me, I'm poor.
no, Kristen Wiig was at the top of her game on Saturday Night Live when Bridesmaids came to theaters, resulting in a sleeper hit that changed the game for female-centric comedies. Wiig wrote the screenplay with Annie Mumolo, who cameos in the movie as a nervous woman on an airplane. Both women received an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Screenplay, and were praised for gracefully edging the line between pure ridiculous gross-out comedy and relatable conflicts with well-rounded characters.
Why can't you just be happy for me and then go home and talk behind my back later like a normal person?
Both movies were absolute laugh riots, and the writing stands as a highlight of both films. However, while The Hangover can fade into the noise of a film industry dominated by bro comedies, Bridesmaids stands out as a modern comedic classic with smarter humor and good dose of pathos.
This is the first time I've ever seen you look ugly. That makes me kind of happy.
Winner, Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids 1, The Hangover 1. Round 3, Celebrity Cameos.
I'm spending my money. I'm out of control.
The boys' mysterious night in Vegas turns out to be even more eventful than our protagonists first anticipated. As it turns out, they ran into several celebrities, including Carrot Top and Wayne Newton, who appear in the credits slideshow. The movie's director Todd Phillips also makes a brief appearance as Mr. Creepy. Most iconic, though, is Mike Tyson's appearance as himself, the owner of the mysterious tiger.
Who does shit like that, man? Look. Beautiful.
Oh, no.
Though John Hamm receives a decent amount of screen time as Annie's love interest Ted, his role is still considered a cameo, since he isn't credited for his performance. Additionally, director Paul Feig appears in the wedding scene, and Terry Crews briefly plays Rodney, a fitness instructor.
You are not dancing! You are not dancing in the park!
Most notably, the members of Wilson Phillips, whose song Hold On is featured heavily in the movie, appear at the wedding scene.
Things will go your way. Hold on for one more day.
This one's a particularly tough call, and we just may have to settle for a tie. Wait, what? Melissa McCarthy herself made a cameo in the third Hangover movie? Well, it seems that even the competitors couldn't resist getting in on the action here. So we'll give this one to the guys.
Mom, I'm with a customer. You'll eat when I say it's time to eat.
Winner, The Hangover. Bridesmaids 1, The Hangover 2. Round 4, characters.
There's a jungle cat in the bathroom!
Okay. I'll check it out.
We have The Hangover to thank for launching Zach Galifianakis' film career, as he played the strange and eccentric Alan to perfection. Rounding out the trio are Phil, a self-centered stud with a heart of gold, and Stu, a high-strung and neurotic dentist who learns to live a little.
No, don't know what you're talking about.
Midway through the movie, Ken Jeong shows up as Leslie Chow, a borderline insane mobster who causes trouble for the Wolfpack, despite having a soft spot for them. Though these characters play off one another to fantastic results, one of the main criticisms of the film was that the characters were shallow and didn't display any deep development.
You were literally too stupid to insult.
I'm ready to party!
Bridesmaids is led by Kristen Wiig's Annie, an insecure woman struggling to find her way. Wiig received a Golden Globe nomination for her lead performance, which is bolstered by a plethora of fun side characters, including cynical mother of three Rita and the idealistically naive Kimmy Schmidt. Oh wait, Becca.
You smell like pine needles and you have a face like sunshine.
The antagonistic Helen harbors the amiable bride-to-be Lillian, which causes the main conflict.
Lillian, you're my best friend. And I'm so proud of you.
As the movie progresses, these people are revealed to be much more complex, producing some dynamic, character-driven comedy. Of course, we can't talk about these characters without mentioning the standout, Melissa McCarthy's raunchy, confident, Oscar-nominated performance as Megan.
Hey, not Air Marshal John, you want to get back in that restroom and not rest?
As funny as they are, The Hangover's immature characters are no match for the complicated, dynamic, and capably acted women of Bridesmaids.
This is such a stone-cold pack of weirdos, and I'm so proud.
Winner, Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids 2, The Hangover 2. Round 5, quotability and memorable moments.
Through a night we'll never remember. But the four of us will never forget.
The Hangover was one of the biggest movies of 2009, so naturally it immediately entered our pop culture lexicon. From the scene of the men waking up to discover the mess they've made, to Stu's realization that he's married a stripper, to Alan's perfect facial reaction to being tased in the face, there's no shortage of memorable scenes.
In the face! In the face!
Besides that, nearly anything Alan says is instantly quotable, especially since the character himself is so fond of non sequiturs.
Do you know if the hotel's pager friendly?
What do you mean?
Life is gonna unlife and I'm gonna bite you in the ass.
It's hard to argue that Megan isn't the true star of Bridesmaids, particularly since quotes such as,
I'm glad he's single because I'm going to climb that like a tree.
and
I'm not even confident of which end that came out of.
will stick with the viewer long after the movie's over. For better or worse, we could also never forget the dress shopping scene gone horribly wrong. Rebel Wilson is also able to steal scenes with her limited screen time. But that isn't to say that Kristen Wiig doesn't get her share of memorable moments, like getting wasted on an airplane or engaging in a pathetic argument with a teenager, resulting in her firing.
Forget to take your Xanax this morning? God, I feel bad for your parents.
Both the absurdity and high quality of these comedies ensure that they will likely never be forgotten. But nearly every scene in Bridesmaids is filled to the brim with such gut-busting comedy that's gotta take the cake. Winner, Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids 3, The Hangover 2. There you have it, folks. It appears that the women come out on top in this battle of modern classic wedding-themed comedies. Now, if only we could get a trilogy for these kooky ladies.
Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Until then, baby, are you gonna let them hold you down and make you cry?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.